Hi everybody. So the person I decided to interview is a family friend. Her name is Jody May. She is currently the owner and founder of Sugar Britches, which is a old-fashioned candy slash truffle shop. She has never worked in the food service industry before, but she is an accountant and does hold a business degree, and decided one day while talking to her husband and my mom and another friend that she's always wanted to open a candy shop and she's never had an opportunity to do so. And Rockton is a small town, so she decided that Rockton, Illinois would definitely benefit from having a small candy shop in it. Currently, they do not have an actual building because the building is being renovated, but she is doing local markets, and she has a Sugar Britches cart, which looks like an old-fashioned like candy cart, like when you think ice cream cart in the big city. That's what her candy cart looks like. And it's very cool. Well, when I talked to Jody about human resources and all of those things, she kind of took it all as a joke, because Sugar Britches right now is in the very beginning stages of being a business, and it's not really big enough to need human resources. She has a lawyer who's writing up all the contracts and everything for her business, but she doesn't really have a human resource department because currently it's herself, my mother, a friend, me, and her daughter. And me and her daughter and my mom don't work full time for her. We work during vacations or when we have off time. And Jody always feels that family comes first. So if you have a family commitment, it always comes before working for Sugar Britches. So when I talked to her about motivation, her basic ideas about it were she doesn't have to motivate any of us to show up, because if we have a problem with showing up, we don't have to show up. And if we do show up, we get free candy. So why wouldn't we want to show up? And it's pretty much Jody's business plan and business model all the way around. When Jody gets tired of working on something, when she gets tired of rolling one kind of truffle, or one kind of truffle doesn't work out, when any of us ask her what she wants to do with the extras, it's, if it doesn't look good, eat it. If we have too much, eat it. If we don't want to roll anymore, eat it. Because Jody is not really in the mindset yet of running a business. She's more in the mindset of doing what she wants with it. Communication, though, she feels very strongly about, because if you don't like something that's going on, you need to talk about it. Because Sugar Britches is so small that if everyone's not happy, it's not going to work out. And she's also, because it's such a small business and it's such a small town, you have to be able to talk to everybody. She is a member of the PTO in Rockton, and so she knows pretty much everyone in town. We also have a Facebook page and Twitter, and she was on the local news talking about Sugar Britches at one of our local, like, farmer market kind of things. But it's all about communicating with the public and within. When we talked about stress, she just kind of laughed. She said, yes, starting a business is definitely a lot of stress, because there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just business, it's not just truffles. You have to know everything, and you have to talk to all the people who are supplying, and you can't just talk to the suppliers about food. You have to talk about what you're going to wrap it in, where you're going to put it, how you're going to store it, all those things too, and that's very stressful for her. But she said eating the truffles helps the stress go away, especially when some of them are alcoholic truffles. She also said getting her truffles sold in other businesses is definitely helping because currently they don't have a storefront, so she's selling them in other places as well. We talked about decision making, and again, she laughed because basically how we decide what truffles we're gonna make is a little bit of Pinterest, a little bit of creativity, and a lot of, well, what do you think we should do this week? Because pretty much every month we come up with, or they come up with 3 truffles that everyone wants to do, and then they just start testing recipes. Typically when I help out with the business, it's me doing costing, so Jody knows how much she actually has to charge per truffle for the amount of product that's going into it, which Jody doesn't really understand, but it very much helps when I show her how to do it. She's becoming definitely self-sufficient because that's her whole goal, is to make the whole business so she can run the whole thing. Employees, all of them are family friends again, so it's not like and we've all been there from the beginning because it started in 2014 in the summer, so basically it's been around a year now. Challenges. Starting up a business has definitely been hard, and the first year is one of the hardest, and basically if she can make it and make money off of it, which I think she is, she's definitely doing really well. And she said it's really rewarding getting out there and seeing everyone be happy that there's a new business. And she says it's definitely helpful to see, like, she decided that she was going to make a giant lollipop because she wanted to see a child stagger under the weight of hard candy. So she made a lollipop the size of my head. And she says that's one of the most rewarding parts of her job, is definitely seeing everyone happy when they eat the giant candy or when they eat a truffle and go, oh my gosh, that actually tastes like whatever it's supposed to taste like. Or when she takes a bite of they made giant dots, like the candy strips, but like this big instead of like this big. So seeing small children eat that much sugar and bounce around, that's what Jody's going for. But I think that's it. Jody's she's a unique individual, and I think her management style is very unique, but I think if Jody can make it work, it'll definitely work out well for her. And she's doing very well so far, and I'm really excited to see where this goes in the future. I think that's all. Okay, bye guys.